Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be going over how you can get more freelance clients and land more freelance projects. But before we get into my top 5 pro tips, first, let's discuss why you need to land more clients in the first place and focus on landing consistent projects, because that is really what is going to create a sustainable flow of income for you. Now, having the ability to land freelance clients at will is your key, is your secret to having a long-term lucrative career in freelancing. Because when you find yourself starting out freelancing, you really have 2 different options and 2 paths you can go down. Now, the first is to freelance here and there. Maybe it's just a side hustle for you to begin, or maybe you haven't even started yet, but it's just an idea in your head. Now, there is nothing wrong with this type of freelancing per se. However, it does portray a limiting view of what freelancing can really be. Now, the second way is to treat freelancing as if it's your own independent business. When you do this, freelancing has the ability to change your life, to open up more flexibility and a higher earning potential than a typical 9-to-5 could ever provide you. So with that being said, let's get into my top 5 ways you can land more freelance clients and freelance projects. The first way, number 1, is to always focus on getting the client or the prospective client on a phone or on a Zoom video call. When you are sending out proposals to online jobs on websites like Upwork and Fiverr and freelancer.com, remember, your goal and your main call to action should be to get a prospective client on the phone. This will allow you to properly build a rapport with the client and pitch your services to them, and most of all, demonstrate the real-world value that you can provide for the client. When you can engineer a positive first impression, that's when you can really begin to succeed and get ahead of all of the competition on each project. Now on to number 2, always provide your offers in writing. Hold back on providing your specific price for your freelance services over the phone. This may be tempting, but you really want to be able to compile a proper proposal for your services, which include the entire scope of work as well as what you're going to be charging for that. Being able to provide offers in writing will allow you to appear more professional and to properly state what will really be included in your value offering. So always hold back on giving a client a price over the phone, because you want to be able to compile a written proposal that has everything that will be included in that project in that document. That way, the client not only understands what they are going to get, they understand the value that you are going to provide for them, but now they have something in writing. It's not just a little note that they took down because you told them your price over the phone. Now they have a professional proposal, and that will help you land much more jobs. Now on to number 3, always pitch multiple tiers. So another benefit of sending your offer in writing is you can clearly outline multiple different service tiers for your freelance service that you're providing. That will show the client that there are multiple ways to begin working together, and that the price that you are charging is reflective of the value and the scope of work that is included. For example, let's say you are a web designer. You can offer an introductory consultation as your first tier, a wireframe website mockup for your second tier, and then a full website design for your third tier and your most expensive service offering. You can also, of course, break down what is included for every single tier in much more specific detail, as well as provide them a price or a price range for each of those services. Now on to number 4, make sure that you are following up 5 to 12 times. Now this may sound like a lot, but all of the stats show that the large majority of clients do not purchase during the initial few interactions that they have with a freelancer. Now, I'm going to read for you some specific statistics from the HubSpot blog to emphasize how important following up can really be. And not only following up, but following up quickly can set yourself apart. The first stat says 60% of customers say no 4 times before saying yes, whereas 48% of salespeople never even make a single follow-up attempt. Another stat says 80% of sales require 5 follow-up calls, where 44% of salespeople give up after just 1 call. 35 to 50% of sales go to the vendor that responds first. 70% of salespeople stop at just 1 email. Yet if you send more emails, you've got a 25% chance to hear back. 42% of people would be encouraged to make a purchase if the sales rep called back at the agreed upon time and didn't call back late. 57% of people said they would be encouraged to make a purchase from a salesperson who doesn't try to apply pressure or hassle them when they're following up. So with all of those stats, now you know how important the following up process can be and how it truly does directly impact your success and the future success rate and how much you are going to be able to land clients when you're going out there and you're making sure you're following up. Now on to number 5, always ask for referrals. This is the last but not the least pro tip, because asking for referrals is one of the most vital parts of building any small business from the ground up. It's all about building a network of profitable clients. Now, this is best done after you've successfully completed a project for a client, but it can also be done after finishing a phase of an ongoing project that you are working on. So if you're finishing a phase of an ongoing project that you are working on, you can then ask them to give you a review. Even though your relationship is still going with them, you can ask for a review, and after that review, even ask for a referral. So it doesn't have to be just once a project is completed, it can be in the middle of a project, and don't be afraid to ask for those referrals, because one of the best types of marketing is word of mouth. So if you can set up meetings with multiple referrals each month, you can quickly begin to grow your network, which can ultimately lead to landing additional clients. So there you have it. Those are my top tips to land more freelance clients and projects. And they may seem simple to you, but if you put your mind to it and you begin to implement these 5 tips every week, it will begin to pay off down the road. Please be sure to absolutely demolish the like button, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for even more videos to come. Thanks for watching. Do you want to be free? Do you want to have the freedom to be able to work when you want, where you want, and have the freedom to be your own boss and to make money for yourself? Welcome to the Complete Guide to Freelancing 0 to Mastery. In this course, I will show you that freelancing is your ticket to this life, and I'm so excited to show you step by step how to become a successful and profitable freelancer. Studies show that freelancing is already one of the largest sectors of the economy and is continuing to see huge growth year over year. Whether you want to become a full-time freelancer or simply freelance as a side hustle to start, I'll show you that freelancing is an extremely sustainable and lucrative business. My name is Paul Mendez, and 5 years ago, I decided that I had enough of the 9-to-5 corporate grind and I wanted to live my life to the fullest on my own terms. I'm now one of the top-rated freelancers on Upwork, and I coach individuals on growing their own freelancing careers. I'm going to walk you through every step needed for you to become a profitable freelancer with explosive growth by showing you the tricks of the trade to beat out the competition and ensure you land the most exciting and highest-paying freelancing jobs, all starting with setting you up and optimizing your profile on the world's largest online freelancing marketplace. And if you think you don't have the skills that companies would pay you for, I promise you, you are wrong. In this course, I'm even going to teach you how to quickly master the fastest growing skills that companies hire freelancers for all the time. This way, you can go from 0 to mastery in freelancing and find your freedom. Welcome to the Complete Guide to Freelancing 0 to Mastery, and I look forward to seeing you inside.